Hi everyone, it's Drew the Studios where we talk about comic books and superhero lore of the African diaspora. And today we're going to do a quick origin story of a recap because the other one didn't successfully upload it to my YouTube channel. So this is kind of like a same thing, but this should be better than the other one because the other one I did, the explanation was all over the place. So enough of the talking and speaking, and we're just gonna get to it. And as you can tell, right here, this is the Judah logo, and this is for the Medigan Warriors emblem symbol, and then you got that here. And we are of course in the Book of Heroes. We soon get in the Book of Villains soon, and yes. And we're not going to talk about Heru today. We are going to do a recap of the one and only Captain Jamaica. So yes, this is him in all of his glory. So like I said before, this is a recap video. So the other one didn't successfully uploaded, and the time I did that, like I deleted the video, so I couldn't re-upload it again. So there's that. But we're gonna do like a different, like an upgrade. This is gonna be better than the last one, hopefully and willingly. So enough of that. Let's get started. So as you all know, Captain Jamaica is one of my oldest and my earliest superheroes with Heru. It's the second in the universe, after Heru, before all that. So yeah, he's one of my biggest inspirations, and he's one of the biggest like alternative fictional characters after a legendary icon known as Usain Bolt. So this is basically Usain Bolt if he was a superhero in my universe. So yes, basically we all know that Usain Bolt's the world's fastest man, but obviously Captain Jamaica, he's even faster, and he does a lot of kind of cool things, and he has a lot of powers than just running really fast. He can do like a lot more. But we're not gonna do like the power upgrades in this video now. We're just gonna be talking about in general, like his origin story. So there's that too. So further ado, so let's get started. After the events of the Beijing, in China 2008 Olympics, where that's the year and the place where Usain Bolt broke the record and become the world's fastest man. We also, this is basically after the events of like London, in England. This is 2012. This happens after the event of that as well. I'm just putting up there of what he's known for. So what he's known for is that, like when he was partying, because he's known for showing off his abilities and his powers because of all the great things he did. So once there was time, he was partying, like he was just having fun, and he was just celebrating his victory. And during the whole partying session, he ended up injuring his ankle. Like I don't know if he jumped too hard or he tripped, but he ended up injuring around his foot area. So there's that. Um, Basically, he had to take off sometimes, so he can't really train that much. He can do that thing. He was just basically eating, and he was just basically just felt upset. He was like not near depression, anxiety, just wasn't really happy that he had to stop the things he was doing. So yeah, there was that too. So he took a break and he was just like doing some self healing, some meditation of the mind, and just doing his own thing. So what happened was that one time moment when he was healing, he just went in a car with his friend and he ended up in a car accident. And one that was a minor injury went into a major injury, possibly making him walk anymore, which could lead to amputation. So it was really bad for him. And he really did went depressed as well because he realized that he might not even walk again besides even running. So there was that. And it's not really a nice feeling because all of that's been taken away from you, all your hard work. So yeah, anyways, yeah, the Jamaican government, meanwhile, they were like making a chemical. They're like making an antidote for like seeing threats outside of like the world, because what you don't know is that Jamaica might be a small country dealing with their own situations and developing there, but then there are other sides of Jamaica where they deal on a global scale and which can even reach in the universal space time continuum. So they basically can do their own supernatural things as well. That not just like doing their own social problems. And of course, the prime minister at the time is still working on that, which is finding interesting. So yeah, so the Jamaican government wanted to use him, but be like, we'll give you a deal. So you just have to take this chemical and this kind of potion, and it'll make you not just walk again. It'll give you abilities. But the downside of that, if he does take it, it does kind of excessively ricochets his healing factor. So once he takes it, it doesn't stop. It's like renegading a spaceship into space, and since there's no friction and no fusion that holds like the spaceship back, because there's not any kind of particles or atoms in space to do that, it's just gonna stay in the same pace and level of how it was flying before. So basically that's what he's to do. So basically it doesn't matter, he's gonna die if he took it, either way. If he heals, because he's gonna overdo it. So that's where this situation comes along, where he has to not just take that, he has to also take the, what do you call that one now? A chemical where it doesn't just like help him suppress it, it also could kill him as well. So basically, it's a win-win situation, but it's a lose-lose as well. So this one is supposed to prevent the other one from overdosing itself. So he had to be injected with a cancer, kind of like an infection. So yes, there's no kind of way for him. But look on the bright side, he can like run really fast. He can do a lot of things, and he can like think really fast. He does like rapid eye movement, and he can be really kind of superior that way. I mean, he runs really fast. It makes him really powerful in that. So that's him. And of course, they gave him a costume, and they said they'd do certain things. And since he's fast, he shouldn't be worried about that. How he is, yeah, should be like worried about if he doesn't reach places in time, because he was worried about his career, because he is a famous person. He doesn't know, he didn't really want to start superhero stuff, and that'd be disappointing. So yeah. So Usain Bolt, he's basically got imposter, because there's another supervillain where he kind of takes the same thing, but it's not really on that level as well, because it's an American serum and American speedster. So Captain Jamaica just had to go on these epic missions and these epic fights seems to stop him. The storylines are more complicated and more complex than that, but then that's how we kind of deal with it. That's how like the whole storyline goes. And he stops him, he just gets a jail and realizes that it's an enemy from the original thing he takes parts in. So basically the one he was racing with is the same person, like a Tyson Gay or a Elon Gatlin. I forgot his name per se, but a person like him, they were like not like enemies or haters of each other. It's just that, they were opponents in it. So one thought it was the other, and thought he could beat him, and then the rest was history. So yeah, Captain America, like I said, he got multiple powers. Like he got like electric and thunder manipulation, and he can do a lot of those things as well. And he just saved the way. It's kind of like a cliche slash generic, kind of like a storyline, but it's still unique. This video stuff is not really gonna explain in depth what happened. I mean, I need to do either a more proper storyline, like written for him, and not really talk it like that, because it's not really gonna work in it. So yeah, there's that too. So yeah, everyone, that's about it. Um, like I said, there could be a lot more origins I could explain with him. He did join the Medigan Warriors because there's a lot of, like I said, the whole story is complicated. Like he's not really like the first like main member of the Medigan Warriors, but he is the more mainstream, the one I started off first. Cause if you know, with most of my comic books, they do start with the origins of certain, well, most of my superheroes, and some of them do turn to like most of their groups, but then they're always going to be an origin of those reason why he wasn't really the first one. But not hating, like he is basically like a co-founder member of the one before, so I find that really really cool. uh and I thought that was quite interesting, and he is quite in his structure, he is quite really a powerful member. And yeah, I'm just going over the place with this origins. I'm not really going self-centered. And when I say self-centered, I'm not really going like straight to the point. So yeah, Haru, like over time, he does learn how to control his powers. He does learn how to like manage certain abilities and time. He does go with Eagle Man, and we all know like Haru, Daizuri, and the rest of the blokes. So he's really good at that as well. So that's why he's really one of my favorite superheroes as well. Since I'm also got like parental guidance of Jamaican origins, so that's cool. And he represented us really well, and he's really cool with that. So it's really quite an honor to make him into a superhero character. Because a lot of people see him as a superhero minus the powers. It's just like this one I thought would be really cool because if you notice, there's a lot of bins in other comic books with Marvel DC where they make real people in life in terms of superheroes. I thought it would be really cool. And then there's other heroes where I turned them into like mythology and things. So yeah. So yeah, everyone. Yeah, that was Catching Jamaica. So if you find it interesting and you really like the thing I do, like the work I do, so please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Judah Studios. And if you want to publish comics online, you can do that as well. That would be lovely to help. And also, if you want to check out my social media, that's on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat, where I do post a lot of these things, which you find interesting. So I find that really cool for us to support because without you won't be at the level where you are today. And trust me, I would love to turn these into movies, I really would. So yeah. So we're just gonna look at him one more time of his old glory again. And like I said, you can purchase them on my website. I'm all over again on even on musical gaming platforms because like I said, I'm literally all over the place. You can find me. I'm not really that hard to find. Yeah. Like you can find me on Twitch, Discord. You can find me on even MySpace for crying out loud, and even on WhatsApp. So yeah, I'm not really a difficult person to find. So yeah, that's about it, everyone. So like I said, I would love to get more depth. I could have done it so much properly, but this was better than the last time. The other one was really not really giving him that much justice. But don't worry, once I get the editing, all the stuff done, everything should be really fine. Everything should be really, really good. So yeah, everyone, that's about it. So yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, check out my social medias, and I do check you in the next video. And don't forget to check out my gaming and my music channels where I do that as well. And tell me which superhero I should do next. 'Cause I will be doing a couple some, but it will be good to take your own advice with it as well. Like, where should I do powers and abilities as well? That'll be really nice. And it's up to you. Like, just like how people say, like, you serve me, I serve you as well. So it's like a give and take kind of thing. So big up to everyone again. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.